What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. This is serious. Wow, what the fuck?
What's up? It's your boy. Catch it on YouTube shit. Hey man, say man, we are lit, eh? Nigga team and turn. Today, it's motherfucking day. Straight here outside big crib. Yes, sir. Hey man, say man, we out here in the north side. Crippin', man. Come to you as a Hebrew Israelite. Free Palestine. Free Congo. Free Russia, do your thing. Texas, stand the fuck up, man. We out here in the Hey man, say man, I hope y'all enjoying these videos, man. We gonna keep on posting the real and the truth. You know what I'm saying? The real gonna always prevail, man. No matter how much they try to take us down, how much they try to stop us, how much they take away from us, how much they try to silence us, we gonna always prevail. You know what I'm saying? We're the Hebrew Israelites, the black people, are God's chosen people. I don't care how y'all try to chop it up, switch it up, flip it around, switch it around, mix it up. Nigga, y'all fucked. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might try to change the Bible, do whatever. We know the truth now. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, say man, come to us as a Hebrew Israelite, as a Jew. We are free, man, and we need to get freer. We need to free as many people as we can. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, Sam, I hope y'all enjoyed the video and let's get into it. Alright. Today, it's motherfucking day. Straight here outside big crib. In the dingo. Hey man, say man, this is wild, man. Now, a lot of people, you know, come in the game, quick as fuck, succeed, go to the top, crash out, burn out. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, that's the sad truth of what happens in the black community. A lot. Nine times out of 10, it's usually the fake Jews who controlling the situation to make us crash out. You know what I'm saying? With these record labels and shit. You know what I'm saying? But this shit is kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking about Amani in a Hellcat. Now, I heard of him before. You know what I'm saying? On YouTube. But I never knew what he did. You know what I'm saying? But I seen him and I knew that he was kind of successful. But I never knew what he did. You dig what I'm saying? He was kind of like the Carmen and the other dude type of channels. You know what I'm saying? Vlog type of channel. So we looking at this Amani in the Hellcat. This shit is wild. You know what I'm saying? Now we gonna talk about this shit, man. You can always find a loophole in the government and these fucking banks, these movie type of TV show deals. You can always find a loophole, and people done it before with contracts. I found a loophole with my YouTube channel. They try to block my YouTube channel, and I found a way to get back in it. They always gonna find. It's always ways to go past what they try to do. So that's what happened with Amani in the Hellcat. He became a millionaire off of this one idea that ended up costing him everything he had. You know what I'm saying? So we have the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm not gonna give away too much of what happened, but just let y'all know this was crazy, man. Hey man, say man, there's always ways around shit so you can succeed. But the white people, fake ass motherfuckers, they always gonna try to find ways to bring you down. So we have the videos. I hope y'all enjoy it and let's get into it. Shout out to KB Goes Live.
Luxury and exotic cars, dozens of high-end homes and mansions, All of this was seized by the federal government during the raid and arrest of a YouTuber who was running one of the biggest digital content theft operations in the world. This is Omi and the Hellcat, who boast over 800,000 followers on YouTube alone, with millions more following him across all the other platforms. He made posts showing off his extravagant lifestyle, including designer clothes, custom jewelry, Lamborghinis.
I heard about
Porsches, houses,
Amani
and a life
Hellcat
that was
before, but I
way
just
out
never
of the
did get into
realm
the
of any
into
normal
what
or
happened.
regular YouTuber. But on the surface, Omi did his best to make his money look as legit as possible. He ran a string of restaurants, had a couple of nightclubs, and even ran his own clothing business. His content included pictures of him in fast and luxury cars, photos of his family, and even pictures of his kids holding stacks of cash. He also posted videos where he would give money away, like this one where he gave the pizza guy $1,000.
I'm gonna give the pizza delivery guy $1,000. Hey, what's up, man? How much was it?
It's $53.90.
You're on my vlog.
Oh, vlog? Oh,
Yeah,
dope.
yeah. I used to be a pizza delivery driver too, so there you go.
Dude, I can't take this.
Nah, you're good, man. Trust me.
I can't take this.
No, you're good, man. Have a great day.
Yo, what's your vlog? Is it for YouTube?
Yeah, Omi and Hellcat.
Oh,
You guys
oh,
are
Hellcat?
right now. You got your room?
Nah, you
Yeah,
good.
nah, it's in my car.
Alright, good, bro.
So just
Bro,
My God. Thank you, bro.
you have a good night, man.
You too, man.
God.
Have a great day. I used to drop pizza. I used to deliver pizza. That kid right there might become somebody huge, super big in life, and then he'll remember this moment.
But Omi was a big flexer, and the $1,000 he gave that pizza guy was light work. He had other videos and clips that he had released that really helped paint a broader picture of how much money he was actually getting. For example, in another video, he showed a check for over $1 million and claims that it was his earnings from only 1 week's worth of work.
Last month was probably the worst month I've had in the last 5 years. And this month is already on my second day. We're on July 2nd, right? This has been a better month than last month already in 1 day. Remember I tell you guys that even when things are going bad, good things always come. Look, man, that's a little something. You know what?
Damn,
That
12K
was
racks,
done in a
nigga?
week. Shit. That was a week worth of work.
Now, it seems like a great message. Work hard, and this is what you can achieve in life. But over time, things just weren't adding up. Omi was, for a lack of better phrasing, too rich for the business he was involved in. I mean, who can just walk on a lot and buy an Aventador with $500,000 like this?
Look at that interior.
I think I'm too fat to get in this thing.
Come on now. You gotta just put the steering wheel up and put the seat all the way down. That's all.
See how fat people get inside of Lamborghinis.
Oh crap. He did it.
I don't know how tall guys are in his cars. He's like 6 something.
You gotta reach all the way underneath this. All the way. Yeah, there you go. All the way underneath the column. Go all the way up with it. There you go.
Holy crap. That's it. I can't get anything that's better than this. It's like, yo, I wasn't even gonna buy a car. He just happened to call me. This thing is nice looking. Oh, so they don't think that I'm getting a lease or anything. Ow. Wait.
This drew a lot of attention towards Omi and his YouTube channel, and also raised the question, where did it all come from? How did Omi become so rich? Well, Omi's been charged and convicted in the federal court system and is now serving a 5.5-year prison sentence. He's also been ordered to pay a ridiculous amount of restitution to quote-unquote the victims of his scheme. Today, we're going to get to know a little more about Omi and how he went from a street-level dealer to a multi-million-dollar television streaming pirate.
See, everybody wants to ask the question, how do I get to where I want to go in life? Number one, stop trying to keep up with everybody you see on social media. Everybody you see get money. Half of these dudes don't even have money. Half of them don't even got money. They just pretend. It's a lifestyle. Stop trying to keep up with everybody. Stop going out buying Balenciaga. You know, stop trying to buy everything new that drops, the new iPhone, the new cameras, the new, oh, I need this coming out. And you see everybody around you getting it. But guess what? Everybody's still living paycheck to paycheck around you, just getting all the new stuff. Like, you have to make a decision and decide on where you want to be in life and where you want to go. Do you want to just live for the moment? Or do you want to get somewhere in life?
So what happened? Was he doing fraud agency?
Put the
How did he
$500
get
back
caught?
out and invested it into selling DVDs or doing something, made back $1,000. Put back $1,000, make back $2,500. That's the way you do it. Put your money to work for you. You don't want to be going in to work every single day and working for someone. You want to work for yourself. Stop letting people talk you out of your ideas. Your ideas are great. Your ideas are not stupid. Your ideas are incredible. My idea was stupid too. Until now I'm laughing at everybody.
What you just seen is the reason why most people actually like Omi. Despite being filthy rich, he always maintained a down-to-earth, humble bragger type of energy. The type of person that can motivate you into believing that you too could become successful in life. And it's a pretty good message, especially considering that Omi wasn't always this well off. He was born on August 6, 1986 and grew up in Philadelphia. Early in life, Omi's dad was a dealer on the streets, according to Omi himself, and his dad ran the whole block.
Like, my dad's always been like a high-ranking person. He ran Philly for a long time.
Omi even said that his dad taught him how to whip it in a Pyrex when he was only 12 years old. Even crazier than that is the fact that Omi is one of over 38 siblings.
So
Just
did
on
he
his
die or
father's
did he get
side.
arrested?
His
That's what
mom
I'm trying to figure
also
out.
had
Like,
6
not like
kids,
that,
meaning
you know what
that
I'm saying? Because they said
Omi
it's the
is
end.
44 siblings in total. And that's wild, bro. Like,
He was saying
can you
RIP
imagine
him,
having
not
44
RIP, but
brothers and sisters? Anyways, needless to
they
say,
said what happened
Omi
to him.
followed in his dad's footsteps of being a dealer early on, and after being arrested in his high school years, he dropped out in the 11th grade and continued with his criminal activities well into his adult life. But a few things would happen for Omi that would change his trajectory for forever. One was the fact that he had his son, Omir. Omir realized that he needed more than what the streets could offer him. Not only that, he got finessed out of what he said was his last $30,000, really pushing him over the edge to make a change.
You lost 30 grand in a bad drug deal?
Bro, that was the craziest ever. This is back in 2014, this is July 4th, 2014. We stood up like 3 days bagging up for these dudes down in Delaware who wanted to buy some work. And, you know, I already came out of pocket, paid everybody. You know, the work got fronted to me by one of my mans. It seemed like that day everybody disappeared. There's only me and this one kid. He just walked into the car with all the work.
Good.
They gave him a taped up, listen to this, they gave him a taped up box.
So wait. Y'all are meeting up with these people?
Yeah, so he's meeting up with him, I'm dropping him off.
Okay.
So he jumps out of my Camaro into their car. This
Is it a lot of work? Like, how much is it? Pounds? Is it?
I don't even want to talk. It's a lot. That 30K probably is on a low scale, but it was a lot of work. And you know, it's everything I had. I didn't have nothing.
Your last 30K?
That was what I had invested, not including what my man put in.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So he gets out the car with all the work like an idiot, throws it in their back seat. They give him a box with tape on it. So I see them pulling off. I see him get out the car. I see them pulling off. And I said, why is that box taped up? I don't know, bro. That's how you talk. I don't know, bro. I said, open it. He opens it like this. Bro, it was all, and he ran up to the car, bro. It was all newspaper. All newspaper. I get into a high-speed chase with these was tagging my car. And that's all I could talk about that. I went back home, and I'm like, you know what? That's what the I get, because I know I'm not a street. I'm not a gamer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't no bitch either. I'm gonna get it in. But at the end of the day, it's like, that wasn't my lane. That wasn't my calling. So what the f am I indulging in this business for? I went back home and I told my girl at the time, I'm like, I would never sell again. I'm done.
From here, his endeavors in business were more in line with the world that he was actually familiar with, so he started trying to make money with gaming. Homie would start burning copies of popular games on the blank disc and selling them around for a quick profit, but it wasn't super profitable. So he moved into burning DVDs of movies and selling those because he could make more. They were cheaper and the profit was higher, but eventually DVDs became a thing of the past, which is what led to Omi making some decisions that would end up changing his life.
Right there's like 20, I started to get together after 2012.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's when my life, like, you know what? I got a purpose. I'm gonna do something. I gotta figure it out. Because I told you, I had my autistic son, and once I had him, it's a wrap.
And so the whole app, the app, you know, that you were working on, how did all that come about though?
I explained it already. I got into this little altercation where I got robbed. You know what I'm saying? That's the last time I ever sold drugs. I got robbed on July the 4th, 2014. And I was like, you know what? F this. I ain't never gonna sell drugs again. I went through a couple months of like depression. A couple weeks later, something popped in my head that said fire stick. Once that fire stick popped in my head, I was like, you know what? I was broke before, and I sold DVDs. Now DVDs are obsolete. Ain't nobody rocking with DVDs no more. I gotta find a way to put digital movies onto a stick.
This is where his come up really started at. Omi noticed that his business model of bootlegging DVDs was dying due to the rise of streaming services and digital platforms that offer video on demand. Along with these services came devices that would allow people to access their favorite networks like Hulu and Netflix on their television. Products like Chromecast and Amazon's Fire Stick. You can purchase one of these for around $30 to $40 and then log into your services via Wi-Fi and boom, access to their catalogs were right there. Omi seen an opportunity with these sticks and it didn't take long for him to capitalize. He realized that he could buy these sticks, jailbreak them, preload movies and TV shows onto it, and then resell it for around $140, granting people access to a ton of entertainment for only one low payment. He was able to do this by using an app called Kodi. Kodi is a platform that users can use to watch movies, TV, play games, and listen to music, like an entertainment hub. However, it's an open source software, which means that literally anybody can use it to develop apps for the Kodi platform. And because of that, it's associated with a lot of people who have used it for pirated content.
And that's how it started. And back when Kodi was popping, you know what I'm saying, I was one of the first ones doing Kodi sticks. And that's how I started making a lot of money. Buying these boxes from Amazon already preloaded and just reselling them for more money. I'll buy them for $50, sell them for $120, $150. And that's how I started.
The business model worked, and Omi saw himself racking up a few $1,000s a week in profit from the scheme, but loading everything onto these sticks can take a ton of time if you're doing it one at a time. And while a couple thousand a week sounds good to everybody, for Omi, it just wasn't enough to satisfy his craving for more, even though he had just made $1 million in a year from using this tactic. He needed a more streamlined way of doing business, and he also started to diversify where he was putting his money. He took some of the proceeds from his Fire Sticks and started up a hosting company called Hosting Bros, which sold gaming servers for some of the most popular games in the world, like Minecraft.
I started selling pizza. I did this app for Kodi. I started selling Kodi, and once I seen that Kodi was actually going downhill and people were taking DMCA takedown notices and it became a legality issue with movies and stuff, I left it alone. Now I was selling thousands of Fire Sticks. I'm talking about a lot of Fire Sticks. And you know what I mean? It was during the era where everybody was doing it. And then, you know, I opened up this hosting company, which I sold Minecraft servers and, you know, Minecraft servers for GTA, and that was booming. I made a lot of money off that. You know, if you check the taxes, I'll pay my taxes on that. Yeah, I did.
Damn.
Hosting Bros is the name of the company. And you know what I mean? Like, just off of hosting, web hosting. Who would have known that I could have made that much money off web hosting?
Omi kept it moving though, and while preloading these Fire Sticks with content was becoming old news, Omi had a new idea. Using Kodi, he knew he could hire a developer and streamline his process by making his own app for the Fire Stick that could deliver content for a monthly subscription fee, similar to what you see from subscription networks. He essentially was going to financially back the idea and pay someone else to make the app. The app was called Gears TV, inspired by one of his favorite video games, Gears of War. Gears TV was Omi's ticket to real wealth. It was his all-in-one entertainment package that had movies, TV shows, and even gave you access to major TV networks like ABC, BET, AMC. Plus, it had international channels from places like Canada and the UK. It even had the NFL Sunday Ticket and pay-per-view channels that people could access if they paid for his service. What's crazy is Omi was able to provide this service to people for as little as $15 a month, beating out any actual cable networks by hundreds of dollars a month. This led to a massive boom in subscribers to the service, with it racking up over 100,000 monthly subscribers within the first year. Now, if each person paid the $15, that means that Omi was making about $1.5 million a month from the service, which equals about $18 million a year.
Right. So at the beginning, you had no money.
No, I had a couple dollars, but it wasn't like no major money. I'll still have 10, 15 bands put away, but it wasn't no money.
So how long did it take for you to start seeing your life changing?
A year. I became a millionaire after a year.
After a year.
After a
The
year?
first year was still okay. 2016, I was okay. 2017, I did
How old was
good.
he when he made this?
A couple million. But after like 2017 to 2018 is when, my God.
Now, are you getting rich by selling fire sticks to people, individual
Nah,
people, or did somebody buy into you?
No. So what happened was, nobody's ever bought into me. What happened was, I made these apps. Made an app called Gears TV. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, or
Hell no.
if you ever watched anything with a Gears TV app on it. It was mine. The app sold about a year and a half, 2 years ago. So I'm living my regular life. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm making a couple hundred bands every day, every other day. I don't even want to get into specific details how much money I'm making because I'm still fighting this case, but I'm seeing M's after like too many millions. I first called my brother, I'm like, yo, I'm making 5 bands a week. He said, you ain't making no 5 bands a week. I said, I swear to God, off these fire stick things. Then, 2 months later, I'm making 15,000. Then a month later, after that, 3 months later, I'm making 30,000 a week. Then 40,000 a week. Then 100,000 a week. Damn, 200,000 a week, 300,000 a week, 400,000 a week. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like,
You're in Philly at this time.
Yeah, I'm still in Philly.
In the hood. Living a regular life.
In the middle.
Yeah, bro was raking in the money, but it was about to get a lot better for him. After launching Gears TV and the app becoming super successful, it led to interest from outside investors who wanted to buy into what Omi was building, leading him to striking a deal for $40 million to sell the app.
That's because of people buying into Gears TV, the app.
Yeah, they're buying, but these people that I sold the app to still have to pay me my bread. You get what I'm trying to say?
Right.
So everything they're making off the app, they gotta fork it over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was selling the app for 40 M's.
So you were selling the app to who for 40 M's?
To a couple people.
To a couple people?
Yeah, to a group.
See, the problem is that not everything Omi was doing was 100% above the board. Part of the way he was able to make this all come together was by purchasing actual subscriptions to satellite and cable TV providers like Comcast and Dish Network. Once he had a single active subscription, they would send out a box that kind of controlled the media that was on the box. Now, to protect themselves, these providers encoded everything on these boxes, but Omi found a simple solution to the problem. He would purchase decoders for the boxes, download the media, send the media to his own servers, and then broadcast it to his subscribers via the internet. And this was basically the way that he got content for his Gears TV app, and is essentially the reason why he would eventually run into a ton of legal trouble. But you can see how this was so lucrative. Not only did he have the app to maintain, but like I said, they also had their own servers and even had a customer service line that his subscribers could call if they ever ran into any issues. What made this so successful is that he could offer the same services as the big companies for like 1/10 the price. Normally, cable and satellite could cost between like $100 to $200 a month, sometimes even more than that, but Omi's was only $15 and it included everything. However, as time went on, upkeep did become more expensive, expensive, and the cost of Gears TV started to rise, which caused the subscription price to go from $15 to $20, and then $30, and then $40, slowly getting closer to that mainstream pricing that everybody was trying to avoid.
Due to, me trying to keep my promises with you guys, like, hey, the prices is never going to change. Hey, guys, it's going to be $15. It was $15 when it was this amount of stuff. And then once it started rising, the bills started rising. It started to get real heavy.
All of this added up to about $34 million in subscription fees, according to the government's indictment. After the sale of Gears TV to this group of people that he was talking about, Omi decided he wasn't done with the streaming space and used the money that he made and experience that he had to start development on a new app called Reloaded TV. Now, the service offered basically the same thing as Gears TV did, but it had an upgraded user interface and it worked a lot better. Due to the upgrades, Reloaded TV quickly became one of the most used apps in the IPTV world. Now, Omi also created a YouTube channel with content related to the IPTV world called Caught in 1080p. But after the sale of Gears TV and the development of Reloaded, Omi took down all of his content from the YouTube channel and started to rebrand it to Omi and a Hellcat.
Me trying to push a brand like Gears this, it just grew so big, and I love Gears of War, like it's tatted on me for the rest of my life, but I had to grow from it, you know what I mean? And I wanted to do new things that just Gears TV, just at the price point, I couldn't compete really. So, I got offered something amazing, and I took it, and it is what it is. It's running amazing. It's gonna run amazing, and hats off to those guys over there. They still, most of them still work with me, and like I said, guys, Reloaded TV it is from this day forward. I removed all my old videos. It was a lot of drama. I wanted a fresh start. Not trying to fight with nobody and other services. It was just, more of a fresh start. Plus, in negotiations with Gears TV, they wasn't trying to pay for those. Like, oh, wait a minute, I got all these other videos that, we could work out with, that's going to keep the recurring bill. They didn't want to pay me for those, so I took them down. So I let them figure it out. If you look at my page, there's absolutely no videos. 0 videos. I took everything down. Fighting with people and being bipolar and talking, incriminating myself on certain topics. It's just super 3 years ago.
What's crazy is Omi began his rebranding, but never did shy away from the fact that he was, in fact, pirating content. He was pretty much wide open about it at this point.
Set TV got sued basically from all the movies, the copyright infringement between the movies, and that's one thing, you don't mess with Hollywood, man. You don't mess with Netflix, you don't mess with Amazon, you don't mess with Paramount. All those big time companies like that are not gonna allow you to. And it's understandable. You look at the all the boxes that were being sold by Amazon, right? All the major boxes that are being sold, and they're running. They were created for their streaming services, and we're running Cody on it. Well, it's illegal content.
However, after the sale of Gears and Reloaded doing this thing, you could tell that Omi was ready for another change. He started to focus more on his own content that he was posting on YouTube and started to move a little smarter, but you could tell that the paranoia was starting to set in a bit.
People just assume. They see me, they think they see a gold chain, they think that I'm just some ignorant quack, or that's not the case. I'm very, very articulate, and I know what I want out of life. You know what I mean? I know that to keep trajecting myself forward, I can't keep taking steps backwards. I'm not going to sell no drugs. I'm not going to, if it's potentially land me in jail, I'm not doing it. If friends call me and be like, yo, I need a check, no. I'm not writing you a check. That's called money laundering. I'm not doing any of that quack. If it's not legitimate business, then I don't want nothing to do with it.
On May 16, 2019, Omi uploaded his first official vlog to YouTube titled Payday at Reloaded Construction, and the video started with Omi leaving his mansion, walking past his fleet of luxury and sports cars while talking about being an entrepreneur.
For those of you who are not familiar with me, I own a construction company called Reloaded Constructions. I also, in the process of opening a few clubs, sold a lot of my ventures, a lot of the things that I do. So a lot of people are just always wondering, like, what do I do for a living? Started off as an app developer, sold the damn app. Now it's life after that. Now it's like, running my businesses and staying on top of things. Not only that, guys, just showing you guys, not even the business side of my life, but just, the fun side. Jeep.
How many cars does he got?
The Blazer. Kinda sucks. Don't tell nobody.
From here, he went to a few different nightclubs that he was in the process of opening in the city of Philadelphia.
A lot of money went into this place. Boom. So yeah, guys, like, this has always been a dream of mine to open up a nightclub, and I finally get the chance to. Not for nothing, this is one of the nicest looking clubs in all of Philly. El Patron.
And this first vlog ended with Omi giving his viewers an inspirational message, something that he made a point to do in all of his subsequent videos pretty much.
And one more thing before I go. Always remember, live life the way you want to live it. You only get one chance at this, one shot at life. One chance, one shot, that's it. Any mistake that you make, it's done. You're done. So, don't let anyone trick you out of your position.
His videos instantly started to gain traction on YouTube, with his first vlog racking up over 60,000 views in the first 3 days.
Yeah, he started the YouTube, and it just started going crazy.
My first video, 3 days, had 60,000 views. I'm like, how the hell? No one even knows who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got 14,000 followers on Instagram at this time. So, like, no one ever knew who I was. I just released, Payday at Reloaded. Just me gonna go pay my workers at my club.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then the next video, bad vlogging day. Then the third video, going buy paintball guns.
Omi continued to post and make videos about buying expensive clothes, jewelry, cars, houses, and within 3 months, Omi had amassed over 100,000 subscribers on the platform. A few months after that, and he had over 300,000. But as Omi continued to showcase his lavish lifestyle, people began to wonder how exactly Omi became so wealthy. And it wasn't just his fans who were watching and wondering. He also caught the attention of the FBI. Only 6 months after Omi uploaded his first vlog to YouTube, the FBI raided his home. They seized around $6 million in cash, dozens of cars, and over 20 separate properties that he owned. The official headlines were that he was being investigated for tax evasion and money laundering. Now, when most people would have been quiet about this, almost as soon as it all happened, he went live on YouTube to tell everybody he was innocent, but surprisingly also made it known that they could be looking into him for other
all this shit they
reasons,
doing
like
in
this
Ukraine
whole
with money
IPTV
laundering?
scheme.
I'm gonna let you guys know exactly. And by the way, the FBI is in here watching right now as we speak. So for people thinking that I sell drugs, I don't sell drugs whatsoever. I don't sell drugs. You can pretty much Google me who I was before Omi and Hellcat, which is Omi's always been my real name. Like, but my alias, I was Target in 1080p. I was an app developer for Cody. Yeah, it was pretty much IPTV and taxes. And one thing, they're trying to hit me with tax evasion, and I never really evaded taxes. Bro, when I tell you they took everything, they took every SD card, every camera, every television in my houses. They took every car. Let me tell you something. IPTV is a gray area. It's the Copyright Act hasn't been updated since the 1960s. And I hit a gray area and exploited it, and they just didn't like it. Yeah, they took all my Hellcats. This is harder than what I thought. They basically seized millions of dollars out of all my accounts.
Damn.
They took all the cash that I had laying around.
Damn.
They took all my jewelry. They took all my kids' things. They took Xboxes. They took computers, laptops, cell phones. They didn't even leave drones. But like I said, it was something important I told you guys a long time ago. You got to be humble in victory and humble in defeat. And I'm gonna do a couple years off of this. I know I'm gonna go to jail for a few years.
Damn.
I'm gonna take full responsibility. But what I did, I'm not gonna talk too much about the
A
things
few
that I've
years,
done,
nigga, they might put you in that bitch for 15.
Myself, but, you know, one thing they're trying to hit me with is tax evasion and money laundering. I've never laundered any money in my life. You know, I have friends who are big at the crimes that they did, and I never laundered them money. You know, I saw a hole in the system, and I exploited it, and I made a ton of money doing it. So right now they just seized everything. The charges are still pending. They're gonna charge me. You know, I'm gonna go away for a while. That's a fact. I felt like nothing that I did was illegal. The Copyright Act states that, you know, you shouldn't, you know, like, it's just basically Hollywood. Hollywood can come after me. I didn't sell movies. I wasn't doing that for a profit. I wasn't stealing channels. I never stole anything. Streaming is totally legal. You know? It's just the way they're trying to word it is a little different. But streaming isn't illegal. It was never live television. It was always delayed television. And there's no laws against it, you know? There's no laws against it.
While Omi felt like what he was doing was completely legal, the FBI felt much differently about it, and they weren't finna let up. After the raid, Omi tried to continue his life as normal, buying things, making videos, and traveling, but they were with him every step of the way. In one vlog, Omi even finds out that the FBI had boarded a flight that he was on to the Dominican Republic in order to make sure he wasn't fleeing the country.
Damn.
But Omi continued to try to rebuild and push a positive message to his fans.
You all know what's been going on with me. I need you guys to please continue to support this channel. I'm going to stay strong. I'm going to try to beat it. I'm going to try my hardest to get back to the level that where I was at. A lot of my friends turned their backs on me, and the same thing will happen to you. Be cautious, learn from my mistakes, learn from everything I'm going through. Learn. Go back to my old videos and listen to what I was saying at the end of those stories, because man, they broke me. They broke one of the strongest people I know, which is me. They broke me. They hurt me.
They took everything you had.
But no one got me to this position. Only but me. Start taking responsibility.
And that's something.
So how did you get caught up if you had it illegally?
Even making
With the
appearances
app.
on TV to
How did you get that much
defend
money on?
I was a multi-millionaire a week ago, and now I'm down to nothing.
Carrasquillo maintains that the fortune he's acquired has been through legal means. He owns a construction company and rental properties. And in mid-2016, he launched an internet-based streaming app called Gears TV Reloaded, where users pay a monthly fee to access premium cable, sports, and pay-per-view content. That idea made him a multi-millionaire.
He's being penalized for being creative and being innovative.
Oh, so did he do that illegally? Watch people shit?
Carrasquillo is not currently facing any charges, but in August, the Department of Justice shut down 2 similar streaming apps, announcing charges against 8 people for violations of federal copyright law. 2 of those defendants pleaded guilty earlier this month, but Carrasquillo says his operation is different.
No copyright holders ever got in contact with me and say, hey, you can't do this. Because there's certain ways that I set the business up that's going to prove a million% that it wasn't illegal. I just saw a loophole. I seek counsel on it. They told me it wasn't illegal, and I went for it. And now I'm being punished for it.
His attorney, Dante Mills, suspects his client is being targeted for being somewhat of an unlikely success story, given his background and where he grew up.
They're confused as to how is this guy from North Philadelphia able to create so much wealth? He must be doing something wrong. That's unfair. He shouldn't be treated that way.
Carrasquillo admits he does owe back taxes, which he attributes to a lack of financial literacy. He says he was making attempts to pay them before the government seized his assets.
In the middle of us trying to work out a deal to pay them back, they came and seized everything. I mean, everything, even the tablets off my kids' hands.
With liens placed on his properties and his accounts frozen, he says he's unable to operate his businesses or pay his 30 employees.
There's car notes. There's a ton of families right now going through, like, they can't even seek legal advice because they're in this situation with me. So this is a bad situation for everyone in the table. So I just hope that the U.S. Attorney.
Damn, Amani and the Hellcat, they finessed you. They got your ass. I mean, you finessed the system low key, but damn.
To pay it, and the reason he didn't was simple. He said that he had hired a certified public accountant, or CPA, to handle all of his taxes. The problem was that this person wasn't actually a CPA and didn't pay his taxes. That's what he says happens. However, when Omi did get the money he needed to clear the tax debt, he claimed it was stolen from him. Allegedly. He posted a video titled, "I got robbed for $1 million," where he says $920,000 that he was gonna use to make a down payment to pay his taxes with was stolen from him. But a lot of people have been skeptical of this story because, I mean, like, what a coincidence, right? Like, oh, I owe the government money and I was gonna pay you guys, but it got stole from me. What do you want me to do about it?
Nigga, I would have paid that $900K so fucking quick.
That video from YouTube, but interviews with Say Cheese still exist where he talks about it.
Now, you also recently, your house got hit for $1 million.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's crazy? It's 920 grand, but it was so much more than that. It was like jewelry, like, you know what I'm saying? Rings, a couple things that were sentimental. But it is what it is, bro. Like, you see, when me and you talked, I charged the game from the rip. Ain't no dwelling. Like, the feds done hit me for millions. So, like, that was nothing. But that actually made me realize everybody around me got fired. Now, I'm telling you, it was like at the right place at the right time. It was crazy, bro. That shouldn't have even been here. That was going to my tax attorney to put the down payment down on my taxes. And people are like, oh, that's an insurance fraud. You can't get insurance on cash. Number two is that that's not a write-off because now any cash currency that I had, I can't write that off in my taxes, say I lost that. It's a dub. So that benefited me 0-0. If anything, it made me look kind of weak in a sense.
Now, even though the FBI had seized most of Omi's stuff, he wasn't officially charged with anything. They just took his stuff. That was until September of 2021, when the feds raided his properties again, this time unsealing an indictment where Omi was officially being charged with money laundering, copyright infringement, and wire fraud.
Giving us any reason.
Would you mind holding her to dress so we can talk to her about explain what's going on?
Yes.
I want to know what's going on.
I don't want to speak to anybody right now. I want to put on my pants and, like the dress.
You guys got a big phone call or something? Okay. You guys got a big phone call?
So we have a federal arrest warrant for Omar. We're going to take him to the Philly FBI office. He's going to get processed there, and then he'll have his initial court appearance later on today, like midday today. And then that's where the judge will, like, give him a copy of the charges that are against him and let him know.
Okay, are you guys keeping him today, or?
Well, the judge is who determines that. The judge at that hearing will determine.
I thought you guys were going to schedule a court date and everything. Like this, like we were told that you guys weren't going to come like this. We were going to have a court date and go forward that way.
No, I don't know. Did someone say that, or was that assumed?
That was said.
Well, I'm not. I don't know. Who
That's
said
why
that.
I'm like.
But regardless,
we were told you guys would not show up like this again to the house to grab him. Like this is why we're like.
Yeah, well, there's no search. But he's going to go see that judge today. And then that judge will, like I said, give him a copy of the charges. And then also that judge will determine the bail. It's a fraud case, so unless there's some stuff that I don't know about.
No. He's literally a fucking nerd. Like, this is, like, beyond me, like, honestly. Like, I don't know how much you know about the case, but he's literally a nerd. Like, he sits at home all day, plays with kids. Like, I feel like throughout this process, a lot of people have been treating him like he's, like, this super harmful criminal.
Just come bail me out.
I am.
And call my new lawyer. Because Dante's fired.
Yeah, the thing to do is just contact his attorney.
No, it's cool. Like, I've been working with 2 different law firms for this day. Hit him with the okey doke.
What's the, what are the names? Is there an attorney you've been dealing with?
Yeah. I gave you one of my attorneys just to represent. And then I have a whole team behind me.
Damn, the FBI came for that nigga. Damn. So it's like, okay, so I'm kind of getting it. He started his website of getting like
somebody said
TV shows that was like privated.
Omi and the Hellcat?
And this like a really big illegal shit because you know they do shit like, you know how you watch movies like fucking movies like off the fucking bootleg and shit.
Somebody get him.
This time, Omi's arrest made even bigger headlines, resulting in Omi making another appearance on the news. Now, I actually like Omi's personality, and I get that he wanted to be transparent with everybody about what was happening, but at some point, I think it's better to just not talk, because watch this.
So, do you mind if we do a quick one?
What's going on?
So,
sorry, I'm
you want to put that down? Yeah.
I wish I had one. That's a nice little track.
So, tell me what happened yesterday.
Yeah, the
FBI came in.
For the first time, the first time you guys came here, everybody said that it was bull crap.
Right. So just tell me what happened.
None. They just came in. They ran straight up to the ring, and they put a blue tape on the ring so we couldn't see. But obviously, there's about 30 cameras around the whole premises. So they came back for the things that they alleged that I did, the copyright infringement, which, I don't think I ever did anything wrong. Obviously, I was running businesses wide open in the public. So now we just got to see. We're going to have our day in court now. So finally, I get to not be depressed, not be stressed out anymore. Now I get my day in court.
Was this arrest a relief for you?
It was 100% a relief because I didn't know what was going on for 2 years. No answers, no nothing. Depressed. A lot of depression comes behind this. They don't know, man. When they do things like this, they take people's livelihoods. So this is sort of a big relief for me.
You look like you're doing pretty good.
Oh, and look, they said that everything that I've done was criminally, and back again, we're back to flourishing again with other business ventures, which means that, I've always done something right, I just feel like, I found a loophole, I ran through it, and I did great. There's other colleagues of mine that are in the same business that I was in. They never got in trouble with the FBI. They're right now.
Because they probably didn't record it.
Sued by DirecTV. And the FBI never had any interest in them. And, that's my question to them. Like, how come my colleagues get to run off with $200-300 million and I was the only one targeted out of it? Maybe it's because, we were probably driving down the 95 and they looked over, they make $70,000 a year. Who the hell is this fat guy driving a Lambo?
You said two things in a video.
Mm-hmm.
You said you're prepared to go to jail. Is that still the case?
If the jurors could find that I did anything wrong, because I believe I seek counsel in this matter, and I actually sat in one of my divorce proceedings, and I sat there and told my lawyer, "Am I doing anything wrong? Because if I am, I'll quit down." He looked at me in my face in front of my ex-wife and said, "Omar, what you're doing is not illegal." So in my heart, what I felt that I was doing was illegal. No, this was wide open. I've never hid anything that I've ever done. It kind of sucks.
Second thing you said in one of your videos, you always make money. What's next for you?
Opening the biggest brand in the world right now, reloadedmerch.com, and we're doing fantastic. We have a great group of people to follow us, and I've always been an advocate of positivity. You'll never see me advocate anything other than positivity. So, what happens is supposed to happen, and, God bless everyone.
So just to be crystal clear, the indictment that came down today, you're saying you're completely innocent of those?
Not completely innocent would be a false statement. Now, ignorance is no excuse for the law. I try to go back and forth with a few accountants, and, I found that when they were trying to, file my taxes, they were filing them wrong. Should I have done a little faster? Of course, 100%. But do I think that I blatantly just ran away from the law and try to evade and try to money? None of that stuff I've ever done. But ignorance is no excuse for the law. So maybe I should have gotten on those things a lot faster. But at the end of the day, what I've done, I never did anything wrong.
Finally, what do you want to say to all of your hundreds of thousands of followers now?
Hold tight, and and any entrepreneur that's doing anything right now, this can be you. If you think you're doing the right thing, and obviously you're on a...
Of course, they can still find ways to go against the legal shit.
That's all I...
Despite his claims of innocence, the federal government is hard to beat when it comes to...
It really is, because you can be legal and they can still say you did some crazy shit.
Back and forth between his legal counsel and the prosecution, Omi decided it was time to plead guilty.
This has been such a long journey for me.
He probably losing all his goddamn money on. That's probably what it was.
It's just, depression, agony. Like, sometimes I'm in disbelief that, I ended up in the same position as my father. And, I feel like every year that I'm maturing and becoming a better person and a better person, it's a super unfortunate situation. I'm not a threat to society by any means, but, what I did was kind of fucked up, created an app that basically had live TV and, basically, recorded shows in the DVR catch-up type of thing. So, I'm letting you guys know that I'm pleading guilty. Long talks with my attorney, and
damn,
it's the best option. Everyone already pleaded out, already pleading guilty on my case.
Damn.
Makes no sense. Plus, it's an acceptance of responsibility for me. It just sucks. It sucks. It sucks to lose my house, to lose properties, money, all my cars, my jewelry. It's an embarrassment. And this is to kind of let you know, man, that you don't want to take easy routes in life. Unfortunately, I didn't pay my taxes. Ignorance is no excuse, like I've always said. And to me, it's about, accepting responsibility. And just stop feeding myself some bull. Like, it's to me, it's narcissistic behavior that I do. I'm always the victim. Everything in America's against me. No, like, I wouldn't have had this issue if I wouldn't have created the service. That's a fact. You know what I mean? That is a fact. I wouldn't have had this issue if I would have paid my taxes. So I would have had less of an issue. And my quote was in front of me the entire time. Life is a marathon. It isn't a sprint. And I've always said that quote. And I didn't follow through with the same I was preaching, you know what I'm saying? Don't ever do things for the quick money or the quick monetary gain. Do things for the long haul. Take your time on things. Life is a marathon. It isn't a sprint.
Now, it was time for Omi to get his sentence. When it came time for recommendations to the judge, 3 prosecutors said that Omi should be sentenced to over 15 years in prison for his actions. However, when it came time for sentencing, the judge said that giving him that much time for basically copyright infringement would be highly unusual, and instead sentenced Omi to 66 months behind bars, plus 5 years of supervised release when he gets out. And he was also ordered to pay $16 million in restitution, and he had to forfeit over $30 million in assets like houses and cars and gas. While most people would have been devastated by this outcome, Omi was actually pretty happy with the way that it all played out.
All right, guys, so I've been away from social media for a while because this is the moment I've been dreading. Facing 27 and a half years. We all know it started at 500. But I just got sentenced today. I feel like the judge was super fair. He heard everyone's testimony about my character, everyone who came to court. The judge ordered me to 66 months in federal prison, which I feel as though it's fair for especially how much money I made. I had to pay 10-something million in restitution, which they already have, which will be applied to which they already got the money now. And I gotta pay another 5.7 million in restitution to the IRS. So, I'll be home in the next 2 to 3 years. I hope you guys continue to support Reloaded Universe. I got 60 days. So once again, this has been a long time coming. I had a seizure done in 2019. I got charged in 2021. The judge was super lenient, but fair, but also didn't want to deter other people from committing the same type of TV piracy that I committed. I was talking everything in detail. I'm coming out with a new YouTube video. It'll only be done by Devin Wade, and we'll talk about it. But it's over. I already know what I'm doing. I know what I'm getting. There's no more stress.
Damn, so what they do? They just take out his damn money and left that nigga broke?
Good.
He had to go to prison?
6 months was super fair. And, you know, it sucks for my kids, but I'm happy with it. He could have gave me 15 years if he wanted to.
Yeah, easily.
He really could have.
Easily.
He really could have. He could have gave me 15 years. And
easily.
I guess no one would have questioned him on it. And to the fact that he gave me another chance with my kids, like I said, man, I'm always going to have that man in the back of my mind.
And with that, Omi's fate was sealed. At the end of the day, Omi found a way to bypass billion-dollar corporations and provide the same service that they had, if not better, for a fraction of the price.
Damn.
In another timeline, he might have been considered an innovator instead of a criminal, but you really have to respect his ability to take responsibility for what he did. He didn't hide from it. He didn't run away from it. And as long as he's happy with the outcome, then that's all that really matters in this story. I'm sure when he gets out, he'll find another way to strike gold again. Damn. Because once you're a hustler, you're always a hustler. And Omi seems like a pretty genuinely good dude, aside from the fact that he was committing copyright infringement. So I think that when he gets out, he's definitely gonna shake back, just hopefully in a more legal manner. Anyways, that's it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed the content,
shout out
be
to
sure to hit the like button, subscribe,
KB Go Live. I'm gonna put his link down below, gang.
Every time I upload a video. As always, it's been fun rocking with y'all, man. I'm out.
Alright, back. Woo-wee! Shout out to the dude who I react to his channel. I'm gonna leave the link down below. Hey man, say man, that was wow. You know what I'm saying? Wow. You feel me? Cause I be wondering how these niggas be coming in the game so fucking rich. You barely know anything about them. They really got no music. You know what I'm saying? Really don't know. They really ain't got no work experience. And these niggas just come out rich, have everything successful. So we figured it out. He created an app, and he was already kind of successful a little bit before that. He owned like businesses and shit. But he came up with this app to make his own TV channel, basically, his own TV show. You know how you go, you know how you buy DirecTV, Sunlink, Direct Dish, and all them type of shows. He created his own motherfucking shit through loopholes. You know what I'm saying? They be thinking they be having everything squared up until you get a real nigga to figure out, so I can't do this, this, and this, but if I do it this way, I can make money off of it. And that's what he did. He ended up making millions upon millions upon millions of dollars after selling this app. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I feel like he got caught flexing, you know what I'm saying, is flexing. If he would have kept quiet about it and never said nothing about it and shown up all his money on, all his jewelry, all his cars, all his clothes, the government, the FBI wouldn't have been looking into this shit that hard. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you do it, you gotta be secretive about it. They look into this shit like, damn, how the fuck he got all this goddamn money on and we don't know nothing about him? So they gonna start looking into this shit and they start figuring out, oh, that's how he got it. You know what I'm saying? So through like copyright and infringement and all that shit, they found some way to like take all his assets. Now y'all know I be having issues like on my channel. I be reacting to people's channels, and I put the copyright in front of the channel to say, hey, you can't take my video down because it's all free game. They still be finding ways to copyright strike your channel and do it. I'm gonna have to sue these niggas. I'm gonna have to sue the nigga who keep on putting their copyrights on my fucking channel. Right? And it's gonna be winnable because I put my copyright claim in front of the channel. See, that's the same thing with this Amani and the Hellcat. He found a loophole so where he can get people to buy his shit and listen to it, look at it for a little bit freer than what it was. And they got mad at it because he's like, damn. So they figured they try to do everything they can to stop the game and the motion. But you know, like I said, man, he did low-key trying to copyright and finesse. It's like bootlegging a movie. you know, back in the day, you really couldn't bootleg. I don't think you still can, but you really couldn't bootleg a movie. You could get fined like a bunch of money on this shit. So it's like, you know, Crip, like that situation, you know what I'm saying? That's basically what it was, you know what I'm saying? And so they took down his platforms and, you know, shit, tried to end this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And take everything he had, all his clothes, all his money, all his food, all his gaming thing, everything. So, end up, he tried to fight the case, but it's like, damn, the more you fight, the more money you're gonna lose, the more your name gonna be hot, the more charges they gonna add up and rack up on you, and the longer you're gonna have to stay in jail. So he did the smart thing and just said, fuck it, and did what he did. And so, he might be in that bitch for 2 years, 3 years. But yeah, I was looking at this shit, I was like, damn, Armani in the Hellcat. I said, what happened to this nigga? I know I remember that nigga from somewhere, but like I said, he wasn't a known rapper, but I seen him on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's how it happens some days, man. Like I said, you come to that fast success, that fast rise to fame and success, and then it just come all crashing down after shit happens, you know what I'm saying? That's why sometimes it's good just to take your time. You might not succeed 100% like they did, but like I said, man, you don't want to be delusional. You build everything up, and then when you get to a certain point, you find that everything that you did was a lie. But like I said, man, 3, that he did the right way, but the government and all these motherfucking secret agencies, FBI, they not playing around with black people and success. They want black people to have success. If it was a white dude, they would have chunked it up to him. But a black man in America KKK, oh hell no. They ain't let no nigga get no easy way to get some money on in this bitch. They don't figure out every way to try to end their success. You dig what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, we gotta be careful what we do. And when we do it, hey man, we can't be stupid, man, because I would have had some of that money out set away. I would have hid some of that money in the ground, nigga. If a nigga ever become that damn famous and successful, nigga, best believe a nigga putting that damn money or whatever, nigga, in a secret spot where these niggas can't find it. And if they did try to take a nigga out, coming right back to the success I had, no cap. But you know how life goes, man. We gotta always learn from our mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we learn from other people's mistakes, so we don't have to go through their mistakes. That's the wise man supposed to do. But the fool has got to go through it to figure out. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to go through it to figure out your mistakes, man. So, hey man, when the Money Hellcat come out this bitch, hopefully he can find ways to get back to the bag, which he said he had ways. But shit, at this point, who knows, man? Hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. Like I said, shout out to the YouTube channel, man. Shout out, man. I put the link down below. When y'all do this hood, Northside Crip gang.
Hey, Dad, you know, dog, when we link up, dog, this shit be legendary. You know this instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.